constantly assaulting Naruto. Like, my guy can't turn around and spark her in the jaw. Stupid bitch, man. Let me just say something about Sakura before we finish this question.
Yeah, fuck Sakura.
Most useless character I've ever seen in my whole life. This bitch, best thing she did in the whole of part 1 was get a fucking haircut. Stupid pink twat, man. She didn't do anything. She never weaved one sign in the whole. Literally, one time she ever weaved it when she did summoning jutsu. Stupid, dumb bitch, man. Waste of airtime. So Rock Lee didn't get time because of you. Rocky never got time because of you. Wet bitch.
Oh no. Oh no.
Ever catch a roll, spark in her mouth.
You're
Stupid.
upset, no love.
You're right, guys. Episode 3, Comment Club podcast. We got ourselves a new guest. It's obviously me and Rick, and someone else this week. You know, introduce yourself.
Right, I'm Kacper. That's it.
Right. That's it. You know, keeps it nice, sweet, and short. I like it. It's very, very professional. But
I have more to say, but I can't remember it now. Don't worry, though.
Come on, man. Don't worry, it'll get back to you. But obviously, we talk about various things again. First of all, one of the biggest things, the lockdown restrictions being raised in the UK. A lot of our countries are still in lockdown, like France and that, because the cases are going up, and a lot more cases are going up in Europe. But we got our lockdown, I think, was it yesterday or the day before? We're not out of it, but they've eased the restrictions, so we can go out in groups of 6 and go to like different facilities, do sports, stuff like that. But you know, if you go to like a local park, you see like crowds of people. So I want to see what do you guys think? Do you think there'll be another lockdown the way people are moving?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I can't lie.
Come on, man. It's big man Boris.
What do you think?
I've got trust in Boris. Big man Bojo, obviously.
Big man
Boris. Respect him.
Bojo. Yeah, put respect on the name. Nah, I can't lie. Fuck Boris. He's unique. However, he fought this through. They vaccinated like 50% of the adult population in the UK, and they only vaccinate more. Obviously, there's problems with the vaccines coming in, you know, from Europe or whatever, and there might be a problem with that. But by summer, you know, when we're meant to be officially out, it's not that unlikely that everyone will be vaccinated, and at that point, it's kind of hard for us to, you know, have figures that would have to like force us into another lockdown. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think he's got it under control.
I'm thinking Bossman said 6 people, and if you go Clapham Common, for example, you see 200 people all next to each other, all sunbathing, and then you're telling me that the vaccine will only protect you 60% of from getting COVID at all. So I'm thinking, surely there'll be another lockdown. There'll probably be a part 4 at some point.
We're not reloading it again.
No, I think definitely we are. We're going back inside. The way people are moving, we're going back inside.
If I've said it once, I've said it 100 times. Boris is a puppet. Boris is being used by someone. I don't believe that everything that he's saying is coming from his own mouth or his own mind. He just reading that comes off the paper. He doesn't know what he's doing, man. He will 100% slap us back into quarantine if someone tells him to.
And what do you guys think of the vaccine? I know there's an Oxford one, and there's one called Pfizer or something like that.
Wow.
What do you guys think?
There's a whole bunch, yeah.
Wait, can you show that brother the brother's skin? You know the guy?
Yeah. So basically, there's a news story of a man whose skin turned bright red and peeled off.
Can you show that
vaccine? Okay, let me show that.
Yeah,
that brother looked like
screen sharing.
that guy looked like a ripe radish.
For real.
The guy's
That
leg.
that will make anyone
puffy.
scared to get the vaccine.
That guy's leg was puffy.
But yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think it's safe to take
Hell
it?
no. Hell no. You just saw a guy. You saw a guy's leg turn completely red, and you expect me to take that? You've lost your.
Yeah, I think that's
mind.
what a lot of people are thinking. But
You've
the
lost
guy
your-
himself is telling everyone to keep taking it.
Mate, you have lost your flipping mind.
Have they decided like the reason for why his skin reacted like that?
Well, you'd assume he
not
probably
that.
had like some sort of allergic reaction to the vaccine. But I'm thinking if something's meant to protect you from COVID, and then I'm hearing people are dying, people's skin's going purple and peeling off, you start to wonder: is this thing safe? And half of the population in the UK has it, so you know.
Yeah, can I say? Wait, let me say something about that. See, this is why I've wondered from the start of everything. Yeah, they want to use the vaccine to protect us or whatever, but half of the people who would be taking the vaccine and are like expect to take it, don't really need protection. You know, I've had COVID twice, and both times it was not even the worst disease I've ever had. Like it's just it was a fever. You know, I had the breathlessness or whatever. You know,
Chickenpox are more dangerous.
I didn't have anything like that. You know, and if I took the vaccine without ever being at risk, and then I get that, I end up worse off than I ever could have been. So. Yeah, it's a bit mad like that.
It's all fake. It's only gonna affect old and young people. That's only it affects. It affects young and old people. It's not as bad as the chickenpox. The chickenpox is more dangerous.
And plus, he's not even the only one to suffer these type of effects from the vaccine.
Look at the guy's leg, fam. Look, go back up.
Just look. Anyone sees
like
that, you're telling me you're gonna get vaccinated.
He looked like a vegetable. That guy looked like a
What's
ripe
that purple vegetable?
potato.
Yeah, they turned him into a sweet potato, you know.
You look like a ripe sweet potato.
Sorry, not to laugh. Respect to the guy.
No, he's fine now. He's fine now, apparently. Apparently, he's perfectly fine.
He was given that Johnson vaccine, though. Did you? Apparently, that vaccine, the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, has like the lowest like efficiency rate or something like that. So like all I've got to say, because there's ones which are like 95% efficient, and then that one is like 50% or something like that, or like 60%. Like, what's the point of giving someone a vaccine? Like, if only 60% of the people that take the vaccine are actually resistant to it.
Exactly, that's what I'm thinking. So what I'm thinking is, why is he so confident that something that only that will only cover you 60% from getting COVID? Why is he so confident that it's enough to, warrant us coming out of the full lockdown? That's what I'm wondering. I feel like he's to blame for 100,000 people dying from COVID, because this guy knew March of 2020 that there was something. I feel like a lot of countries are to blame, because if you look at how prepared they were for a pandemic, they weren't. You just look at it now in hindsight, they weren't prepared at all, because millions of people died. It's as if they thought it would never happen, any sort of pandemic, and then now he's trusting a vaccine that may or may not even work, and he's letting everyone out, and you can see how people are reacting. Everyone's going out, they're not listening to any of the rules as per usual. These masks, I don't think they ever worked in the first place. It's now mandatory to wear it at work. So I work in retail, we will have to wear it. And I just think, it's just been a fuck up since the start. I think we've just been unprepared, and now we've lost 100,000 people, millions across the world, and the economy's gone down. Boris looks like a mug, You had Donald Trump at his rally telling people to come and go to his rally. I think it has a lot to do with the leaders as well of a lot of these big countries. They're not serious.
They're incompetent.
They're not serious.
There was another woman in the UK as well, though. That guy's from the USA, innit? There was another girl
he's from
the UK.
He's Richard Terrell. He's 74 from Virginia. In the
Hey,
United
bro,
States.
look at his feet, man. Oh my gosh.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
And
sorry,
you want me to
man.
trust that this vaccine's the big cure? I don't think so.
Okay.
You know?
Actually, his two legs look like turnips or something like that, man.
Exactly, man. The day I wake up and decide to look like a vegetable, I'm gonna take the vaccine, man. What the actual thinking?
Actually, speaking about the US, the George Floyd case is currently undergoing, with one of the police officers that had his knee on his throat.
Yeah.
He's in trial right now,
Mm.
and recently a lot of things are going on with police, and you wonder how corrupt has the police been, and it's only now that we're realizing how corrupt they actually are.
Nah, man, it's been going on for long, man. We've known this for a long time. We just haven't done anything about it. Everyone's getting really serious about it now, but it's been going on for a very long time. Police, and I don't understand why police everywhere is corrupt. It's not like it's just in the 2 states. Like, police everywhere is corrupt. I saw a Donny get swept by a police officer the other day. Nigga licked his face. He has a concussion now. He hit his face.
And nothing happens to him.
Nothing happened to the police. It was in Brazil.
You know,
Wow.
not even just in the US. There's the next story I wanted to talk about in Nottinghamshire. An off-duty police officer rapes a woman in her house, and this is just after Sarah Everard was kidnapped, and God knows what happened to her, but she ended up in Kent. She was also dead. You got George Floyd as well.
We got that new case. We got that new case with this kid, the 19-year-old.
Yeah, I'm not sure this has anything to do with the police, but
no, it does.
You never know.
Look, the police told the missing student's mum, we can't find your son if you can't. What the actual hell?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
What are you getting paid for?
What are you getting paid for?
If you can't find her son, I don't get it. And he's not well.
They always have these bigger things, bigger issues, in it. But what are they doing?
They're the big issue. I think they're the big issue. I don't think they have big issues. They're the problem that needs to be fixed. You know.
You know how sick that is. You know how sick you have to be to tell someone they have to find them, and then we can. They're basically saying that we'll take the credit for you finding your son.
Yeah, it's because they got a badge that they think they can get away with anything, you know. And most times they can because they can just cover it up. You know?
Exactly.
How many people are in prison because a police officer, framed them, fitting them up? You know what I'm saying?
Police are going to
be another thing that's fucked in the UK, isn't it? You got man playing fucking Naruto and Dragon Ball and they're fucking girls. They're meant to be, reflecting on how the bad things they've done in their life, fam. What's going on?
It's the whole I think it's the whole prison system, the police.
Yeah.
They're underpaid, but that's not an excuse to go around doing what they're doing.
I got a question.
Do you want to be a police officer?
Hell no. But I have a question.
I can't lie, I want to be a police officer, but we'll talk about that.
Fuck that.
Wait, why do you want to be a police officer? Why do you want to be a police officer?
Look, man, I'm doing some dead course at uni. I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to change this world with my bare hands. You understand? I want to ninja run through estates and stop youth from...
I said ninja run through estates? Look, man. Oh my gosh.
I believe in a bigger cause,
You know how to make your own cost.
I want to stop crime with these hands, yeah? You don't know my pain.
Yeah.
My pain is greater than yours. That's a quick quote from Pain and that, my guy Pain.
Alright, I have a question then. Do you feel that we would be better without the police than we are with them?
But then, who's the face of justice then?
Exactly.
The thing is,
that's not the only solution. I feel like.
But it's a sticky one because they're not doing good when we have them, and they strike fear into the hearts of everyone else. Now are trying to cause crime. So
yeah, there's definitely something like internally wrong with police itself that like sort of causes them to have these problems because half of the people there, especially in America, they definitely have like a power complex or some sort of God complex.
Yeah.
They think they're doing God's work through their work or something, and they think they have this power and they abuse it. And there's so many cases, it's not just like one-offs or something like that. It's actually there's so many cases that in which police abuse their power, or and it's only the cases where as a result of that, someone dies, you know, that we actually hear about in the news. But there's so many other cases where, you know, a man don't be getting searched, you know.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm watching the thing on your head, and then I'm looking at Usama, and Usama's just staring.
No, I can't lie. Look at your head, I can't lie. But yeah, no, Kacper, look.
I thought I didn't laugh at my point. I was so confused.
No, I'm sorry, man. It was Usama.
You made a great point.
Like this in the camera.
You know, I was trying to be serious. I was just looking at the camera. But Kacper and Rakeem, do you think there's not enough checks done on who exactly is becoming a police officer? Like mental health.
That is a very good point.
I think like a lot of these police officers have problems themselves, because who goes around raping women in their own house? Like, what same police officer does that?
I should love.
You know what I'm saying? You think there's more we could do to hire better police officers? Or is there something we can do now to change the way that they're being trained and just being able to monitor these men so we know what they're up to? Because his body cam thing is not working. But what do you guys think?
I agree with you completely. We do need a background check on people, but it's one of the ones where it's like, how will we know? Some people can hide it really good, but others can hide like racism. How can you tell that someone's racist?
Exactly.
So really is a hard thing to do.
Look, I think this police thing is a difficult thing to monitor, but I think there's still more we can do. I think you need to increase the police budget. You know. A lot of money going into track and trace and wasting billions on that, but it could go into, the police service and all the things, the way the police name has been, destroyed recently. Does this country not want to do more?
It all comes back to Boris Johnson, innit? If you had a man like Jojo Corbyn in power instead, he would be fixing the country, innit? He would actually spend the money that the Conservatives are said. Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah, no, we can hear you.
Yeah, go on.
Calm. Is there I don't know, there might be an echo, my earphones died, but if Corbyn was in power, he would put all the money that the Conservatives are hogging into the country, actually spend it to benefit the people. And
what's Corbyn on again? What was Corbyn on?
He was in Labour Party.
He's Labour, innit? Yeah.
Was ex-man now, but if that means that Labour comes to power, I would actually be happy, because the Conservative government, this country under the Conservative government has done nothing but go down into a fucking dark place.
Mate, we haven't moved up in any situation. We left the EU. We have corrupt police officers. It's not going up. It's not looking good for us. It's not looking good for us.
It's not looking nice and dandy.
Oh.
Well, they'll keep pretending that it is. They can keep pretending and putting on this front that everything's all right, and with this big great Britain, great British country. But it's all bollocks.
Great Britain. No, it is. Yeah, Great Britain is like America so much, and it's because of the people that are in charge. It's because of the people that are in charge. They suck off Donald Trump. Like, if Donald Trump was still in power, we would still be following behind him.
Yeah, 100%. If the UK was a Christian country, it would be exactly like the USA, I think.
100%.
It's the only difference, you know what I mean?
100%. I would agree.
At the same time, I mean,
go on, Kacper.
As a final point, neither of the countries are good, and both should take examples from better countries.
Obviously, like
Canada, Australia, South Korea, Somalia. Many to name. Do you guys want to talk about that the student named Richard? I'm not even going to try and pronounce his surname, but he's gone missing recently, and he's got a chronic condition, and he says it's reported that he was struggling to cope, and now he's disappeared. I know it's something you want to talk about, Rick. So
yeah, no, I said that's the one where the police didn't want to help, innit?
Yeah.
But it's mad though, innit? Because look how fast they're willing to find Sarah's body.
And they found it all the way in Kent, real quick.
Exactly. They looked all the way in Kent. How the hell do you trace her down all the way to Kent? And you're not willing to do the same for this woman. This woman's asking for your help, which is what you're supposed to be doing anyway. You're getting paid to do this, and you're still saying that you can't do it unless you do it yourself.
To be fair, to play devil's advocate real quick, literally, the police, you know, are looking at this woman how they would look at any other civilian, innit?
Yeah.
So they have to say the same thing they would say to the average person, you know, even though this is a very special case where, you know, he was struggling to cope with uni or whatever. His mom is like very tightly attached to him and stuff, and he's got this disease. All these things that go into it, which should make them, you know, treat as a special case where they haven't. And because of that, they said, you know, they can't give extra help or something like that. They can't provide extra resources. Well, they should. Like, it's actually a serious thing, isn't it? Like, losing someone like that, where he says he's going out to friends and then disappears.
He got sickle cell, innit?
Yeah, exactly. He can't really be fucking on his own without parents or, you know, carers. And the police is just not trying to provide help for him to be like that, you know. And
my guy completely disappeared into the night.
Well, now actually, there has been a report today that they found pictures of him
on CCTV, right?
On CCTV, yeah. Have you seen this, Summer?
Yeah. Hey, sir, what was said?
Well, his mum's. Apparently, if you just trace back, before he left, he said he told his mum that all he said to her was, "Mummy, I'm going to see my friends," and then she trusted him and she had no reason to think, you know, he won't come back. But apparently, recently that there was some CCTV footage of him somewhere, so I think he's all right. I don't think he's dead.
They saw him go on the bus or something, and
yeah, let me check that quickly.
So
there's two.
So there's a likelihood that nothing's really happened to him. But why hasn't he gone home?
I think. Well, my theory personally, I think he's just run away from home rather than been abducted or something else.
Can you imagine that? Now that would be a bloody story.
Yeah.
Why on earth did he run away from home?
Who knows? You know, that can be a conspiracy.
But I don't think he done that though, because he's a 19-year-old in college, in uni, innit? Oxford University, so he's not really at home anyway.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, his mom said he was struggling to cope with uni. You know, he is at University of Oxford, which is probably putting immense pressure on him, because University of Oxford is fucked. You know, those people there to get into that uni is.
Guys, I don't think it's Oxford. I think it says Oxford Brookes. It's not Oxford.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, isn't it?
Yeah.
I thought it was Uni of. Fair enough.
But apparently, he was last seen on the 22nd of March. Wait a minute. 22nd of March in Ladbroke Grove area of West London. Boarding the 23 bus southbound at 8:44 p.m. But it's unknown at which stop he got off. The new CCTV images from the evening showed the 19-year-old, who is described as 6 foot tall, slim, wearing a black top, black tracksuit bottoms, and black trainers, and carrying a small Adidas bag. His mum, Joel, I think her name is, or Joel, has directly appealed to the public to help bring her son home. She says, "Richard, we love you and miss you very much. Please come home. We are angry at you. We just want to know if you're okay," she said in the statement. So I think maybe from seeing the pictures of his mum, I'm not being stereotypical or anything, but she's like a typical African parent. I think maybe she's put a bit too much pressure on him.
Protective, innit?
Yeah, too much pressure on him to become a doctor or something like that. And I think not everyone's mentally tough as the next African.
Of course, we can't jump to conclusions, because it could just be him as well, because he could just have left home for the sake of leaving home, innit?
Yeah.
So you can't really put all blame on her either. But it is a situation of it's a whole matter. So I kind of understand if that's the reason the police decided not to find him, then I understand why they did that. But if not, then they're still sick and need help.
Yeah, and plus he is technically an adult, so
yes, he's 19. You can have.
Yeah, he's 19,
so he's a grown man.
Yeah. So as you can see in these pictures, he doesn't seem like he's in any danger, but he hasn't been taking the medication, so you never know. He may never come home. You never know.
Talking on parents like that. Yeah, have you heard about the woman that left her child for 6 days?
Yeah, left her child to go partying.
You know how sick that is.
You know how mad that is.
You know how sick the baby wasn't even 2 years old yet.
Like, I know lockdown got. Look at this. This is probably an effect of, lockdown getting raised. Like, or eased. How's this woman leaving her kid
Bro,
to go partying? Like it's
she let
just
it was
crazy.
her birthday. It was her birthday, and she decided to leave her child at home with no one for 6 days.
Not even a
It's
couple
like
hours,
she-
6
It's like
days.
she purposely said, "I'm gonna let you starve to death," because 6 days is a specific amount of time for a child to starve. That is
Exactly.
evil. That is evil.
How old was the child? And how old was the woman?
It was like 20 months or
What
18
the
months, something like that. Let me get.
Stories like that, man. So
Bro, it's the same age as my little brother, fam. You know how mad that is.
yeah, but could you flip it and say that maybe she was having some fucking mental health issues? Because what woman?
No. She wanted her daughter dead. That's exactly what I see it as. She wanted her daughter dead. I don't know why. But if you wanted your child, if you didn't want your child, you should have got an abortion. Because that would have been so much easier than starvation.
And you guys see
Starving your child.
Yeah.
That's torture. That is torture.
Yeah, no, that's
some
awful,
people
man.
don't deserve to have kids,
Bro, you know how painful it is not to eat for 1 day? And she never ate for 6 days.
No, that's consciously choose, like you said, isn't it? She consciously knew. No one's dumb enough to leave the house thinking it's only 6 days.
Exactly,
The
and not
child
leave
was
no one with her. She left no one with the child. There was no one with the child.
Crazy.
The child was in the house by herself.
That's crazy.
No poor girl. And the girl was what? She turned 18. It was on her 18th birthday. So
Oh, is it?
she had the baby when she was about, what, 17, 16?
Yeah, I mean, fam, so she was obviously okay. I can't say she was obviously cracked.
And
I
she's
can't lie.
obviously tapped in some way. Because look, she left the kids for 6 days to go partying.
I would say
Exactly. Just a party. 6 days partying.
That's-
She looks skunked, them.
She looks skunked. And she is skunked.
What the fuck?
I don't know what to
goes
say
through
about her.
people's heads, man?
That
Ah.
is just shocking. That is
That
shocking.
poor child, man. That's evil, man. I don't know how you could do that with your whole chest.
Yeah.
For real. That's mad. But yeah, guys. I know Kacper watched UFC 260, but what did you think, Kacper?
UFC 260 was mad.
Did
Absolutely.
you watch the full card?
I didn't. I
The
watched.
main card.
I watched the main card and I watched the two fights
You watched
before.
prelims.
The two fights before that were mad. The second, is it O'Sally?
O'Malley and
O'Malley.
Thomas
What
Almeida.
What a beast! I can't lie. He's crazy.
Mali.
He really reminds me of Adesanya with his style. I can't lie. He's got
Yeah, I
a
feel
very,
like
But Adesanya is my favorite still. I'm not gonna lie, he's my
Yeah.
Roman
Adesanya's
still.
hard, bro.
there's no one that comes as good as Adesanya, but his style is so similar.
Likewise, yeah, definitely. Well, did you think? Did you see when he kept walking away? Every time he knocked him down.
Yeah, and then
Look at that.
in the last one, he fucking killed them.
That was literally like a bomb going off on his head.
Yeah.
The way he just landed that. The way he walked up to him all casually and just clapped him in his head and it was over.
When I was watching it live, I thought I was watching a movie or something. I can't lie. That's not something you'd see in a real fight. It's something you'd see in a fucking anime fight or
For real.
or something else.
Who was the fight between?
Or Mali and
Thomas Almeida.
I might have to watch it. I might have to watch it. That
It
sounds
was
like
a great fight.
a good fight. I can't lie.
Great fight.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good fight.
Did you see
Main
so
fight.
Kacper, did you watch the main event?
Yeah, the main event. Wow.
Wow.
Just wow.
Who's
Just
that
wow.
between?
Ngannou and Stipe Miocic.
Yeah.
Oh,
I can't lie. I was
Oh.
saying from as soon as I saw Stipe walk out, I made a snap. I made a snap and I commented saying that is the type of haircut you get knocked out with. I can't lie. You could see his fucking little floppy hair in it at the start. And from the moment he was walking in and stuff, you could tell he had no confidence. He was not going in there to win or even compete. And that's what it was. Ngannou just dominated the fight. Absolutely.
I feel like
showed his
Ngannou.
excellence.
I think once Ngannou stopped the first takedown, I was worried for Stipe.
Yeah.
I was starting to think. So we're all thinking you're gonna out wrestle him, get him tired, and now he's stuffing takedowns, and he's striking look real clean. Like his other fights, he was just winging punches, and this fight he looked nice and straight and crisp, and I don't think even if they fought against Stipe is gonna win. I think Stipe's taken a lot of damage in his last 3 fights against DC. I think honestly, I don't think he should retire, but I think he should maybe think about maybe he's thinking about it, but maybe I think he should just give one more go and try and make another run for the title. I think, but Stipe is still one of the greatest or the greatest heavyweight of all time. So you can't count him out.
I haven't seen any of his latest fights, to be honest.
Yeah.
I need to watch one of his latest fights. So I don't know how good he is now, but from what I heard before, he was a beast. He's a beast.
Yeah, Francis is one of them guys, like, you could put any man in front of him and he'll knock him out. This guy's power is like a touch of death.
Literally,
that's what
killer instinct.
He touches you, you just go to sleep. I don't know what it is, man. It's like he dips his fingers in NyQuil or something. I don't know what it is, man. This guy's
touch of death.
He's a different Af, man. I'm not gonna lie, he's a different African. That's 3 African champions now in the UFC. That's Kamaru Usman, Israel Adesanya, and Francis Ngannou.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. Africa's taking over the UFC. Hopefully UFC Africa soon, though. For real. But before the co-main event was Tyron Woodley and Vicente Luque, and that's now Tyron's on a 4-fight losing streak. This guy's been battered. Essentially,
he was dominated.
He's been dominated for the last 16 rounds in the last 4 fights. This guy's been dominated. And I think it's time for him to hang it up, man. This guy, he's nicknamed the Chosen One, but in the last 3-4 fights, he's been the Frozen One. This guy literally does not move. He reminds me of. He recently got released. Junior Dos Santos always used to stand on the fence, and I feel like he was doing that in his last 3 fights before he fought. He would just stand there, he wouldn't do anything. He was very inactive, and it wasn't the same Woodley that was champion. And now you see him, he was definitely more aggressive, but I feel like he was just too aggressive. And then you saw what happened, Kacper. What did you think?
Yeah, I can't lie. You summarized it better than I could have. Fight completely dominated by
Vicente Luque.
Yeah. He showed like determination and fight, but against his opponent, like, he didn't really have much of a challenge. I can't lie. I think I don't know what's wrong with
Oh my gosh.
who's the guy that lost? I keep forgetting.
Tyron Woodley.
Yeah, Tyron. I don't know what was wrong with him, but he looked really nervy and like he was overthinking everything. And
to be fair, he was on a 3-fight losing streak, so I would be nervous. The next one, I think now he's gonna get released. I think. Yeah. His last fight on his deal.
I wouldn't see that as like unreasonable. I can't lie. But if they give him one last fight and then he gets knocked out again, at least it'll make for a good set of memes. We'll make it funny.
He's already a meme. Like,
yeah.
This guy loves rapping as well. Yeah, he had a song come out called "I'll Beat Your Ass," and then
and then
ever since that song's come out, he's been getting his ass beat. So.
Beat us. He's a league, bro.
I think that's what came out after he beat Darren Till, and ever since then he hasn't. He's had 4 title defenses. Now he's on 4-fight losing streak. So it makes sense. The riot was on the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think guys, I think that's time of day. It's that segment of the podcast. It's anime intrigue time. So, what do you guys think? So we're all gonna do out of 3 questions. Which one do you guys wanna do?
The top one first. So go top to bottom.
Well, we each answer the question. One question.
Yeah, I think we should do one question. Which one do you guys wanna do?
Oh. No, not one question, man. Come on, all 3.
Yeah, I kind of want to answer all of them, but at the same time.
So do you want to start top to bottom?
Yeah, top to bottom.
Yeah, let's do
top to bottom. All right. So who do you guys think is the most underrated anime character?
You don't go first.
I'm going Piccolo off the bat.
Piccolo, great.
Piccolo. Let me explain myself. I think Piccolo had a lot of potential. This guy, he was on Goku's level around the Dragon Ball series, the original Dragon Ball series. Ever since then, he's had these moments like when he went Super Namekian, which I think is the equivalent of Super Saiyan.
They
I think
should
there was
have
one interaction between him and Vegeta, where
They
even
should've
Vegeta,
gave-
he was powering up one time, and Vegeta didn't know who it was, and then he found out it was Piccolo, and I think he said that it was the equivalent of a Super Saiyan.
Yeah, they should have gave him a God Namekian still. They definitely should have gave him a God Namekian.
That would have been fun.
That would have been amazing. I would have
Yeah,
loved
they could have done a lot more with
That's a
Piccolo. I
great
think
way to bring him
Piccolo's-
back into the story.
They slept on him.
Yeah, they really did. This guy trained Gohan. He was Goku's rival for a bit. He's overall like just a chill character, but I feel like with Piccolo, like in the tournament of power, I feel like he could have been but even before the tournament of power, when he fought Frost and he was powering up that special beam cannon, and just even though you know they kind of backed the thing about making it look like well, not make it look like, but Frost was cheating obviously because he poisoned him, but I feel like Piccolo, he just hasn't had that marquee win, like that big win, you know.
Yeah.
He's had moments, but he hasn't had that big win. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
he didn't do much against Frieza. He didn't really get his moment against Frost.
Couldn't beat
Obviously, he held his own numerous times, but I just don't feel like they have, like, it's same with like Rock Lee. He's another like underrated character. Just he never had that big win, like you know. Even though he was losing, even though he lost to Gara, I feel like that Gara fight made him though. So it wasn't that bad.
That's why I'm not gonna lie. He was gonna be my thing, but I got another one. I was gonna say Kisame.
Kisame. No, that's a shout, you know.
Kisame slept on. Kisame,
For
but he's
real.
strong.
He was Kage level. He was Kage level for real.
For
real.
real.
If we're talking Naruto, though, if we're talking Naruto and Naruto Shippuden, the most underrated character in those two shows has to be Itachi for me. Just because of the fact, too many people sleep on him. Too many people.
Yeah. What? Are you mad? No.
Do you think that people? There's too many.
I felt like in the show, he didn't get to show how intelligent.
How strong he was.
Yeah.
But the fan base know, like from what they saw and the fact that he was ill, I feel like a lot of people already know how
guy
good
is already
Itachi really is.
He's my favorite character, so I can't even say that he's.
Yeah, he's a lot of people's. He's one of my favorite characters.
Okay. Well, Kisame is definitely slept on, man. Kisame.
Tell us why. Why do you think Kisame is slept on? Why do you think
Kisame, mate? They literally compared the guy to a Jinchuriki. They compared him to a Jinchuriki.
They did, didn't it?
Do you know how strong you have to be compared to a Jinchuriki? You know what suffering you have to have. I'm sorry, he slept on. No one talks about it. No one ever talks about it. He's definitely slept on.
I swear when he went into that big like shark mode, he was essentially with him and his Samehada, that sword, he could take people's chakra. Honestly, I know Guy Sensei is pretty strong, but I feel like he just got the short end of the stick in that fight. I feel like Kisame could have done a lot more.
100%.
He could have done a lot more, you know.
And all the colours, I feel like he's a black person as well. I'm not gonna lie.
The thing about Kisame though, isn't the guy's always running away or something? He's never really, you know. Whenever he fought guy, you know, it's either been that he ran away. Same.
He did run away. He did run away that one time when he went underwater and he disappeared. And then he was hiding. I remember he was hiding in Samehada when Killer B had him. Killer B had the sword. He was hiding in there.
He was waiting for his time. He was waiting for his moment.
If we're talking strength-wise, he's definitely underrated.
He's up there.
Yeah.
He's 100% up there.
With the abilities he had, he was definitely up there. You know. But I think another character for me is like I don't know if you guys agree or not, but I feel like in the grand scheme of things, a lot of people, they kind of see Kakashi, even though he had his moments as a teacher and
in the last fight.
Go on.
Yeah, in the last fight with Kaguya, he was definitely slept on. He was 100%.
For real. Honestly, I don't know why he didn't get to
him.
keep the Sharingan.
Yeah, they
The
slept
whole
on.
concept was so stupid.
Yeah, no, everything about that, even him being in the fight there and having perfect Susanoo, I swear. Did he not have perfect Susanoo?
He did.
Yeah.
He did.
That
like,
makes no sense. Like, there's too many plot holes surrounding Kakashi.
Oh, for real.
That
show is full of plot holes. Naruto, for real.
Yeah.
But I feel like with Kakashi, he was a genius. I feel like he's a step below Shikamaru in intelligence. He's really good with taijutsu. He's just a really great, like a great. I think he's the best teacher. He's one of the best teachers.
He is the best teacher.
For real. But I think Kakashi, he could have. He definitely could have got a bit more of a shine near the end. I think.
Yeah, I think he got slept on in Shippuden in general because in the original Naruto, he was quite like integral and like, you know, a big part of every single arc, every single story that was happening. Even in fights, you know, he was always there or, you know, trying to help out or doing something.
He had a big part. He had a big part.
He had a huge part in Naruto, and then Shippuden, he was definitely swept under the rug until the final fight. I must say.
I guess because
final arc in general.
Naruto and Sasuke were getting stronger and stronger, and naturally they were gonna surpass him.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
But I feel like he slept on. I think people sleep on Kakashi too much, man. Look at Kakashi. He fought Obito with his Rinnegan and Mangekyou Sharingan, like blow for blow.
Exactly.
Like,
So.
You know what I'm saying? In that Kamui time space, he was doing up bits.
That's his realm. That's literally his realm.
Yeah, and it was one of the best fights I've ever seen. What I hated was when Madara took his eye and they made Kakashi look so stupid as if he couldn't see, like Madara flying towards him and just he took my eye. It's like I'm thinking like what? Like you can't just close your eyes. I don't understand. What are you doing? What's going on, Kakashi? Are you skunk? I think it made him look so stupid, and then.
Do you mean?
I don't think closing his eyes would have saved it because the guy literally put his whole hand in his eye. So.
Yeah, the way you do that is actually gnarly, you know.
It's disgusting. It is mean.
Dusty people is forced. It literally, what do you call it? It's like a forced donor. Almost.
Exactly.
What did you just get finesse? His man are stealing eyes in Naruto, you know.
That concept in Naruto was always mad. You remember when Danzo turned up and his whole hand was full of eyes?
Yeah, I was thinking, what's going on, boss man? Where do you get these eyes from, you know?
Yeah.
It's like a Yatsu or something. That guy's got bare eyes from somewhere, I don't know where. And he was spamming Izanagi like there was no tomorrow against Sasuke.
Izanagi is the most OP.
That's all he could do, man. The guy was weak, man. He was weak. I can't believe he was in line to be a Hokage. He's a joke, man.
Oh yeah.
He's wet, man. He was actually wet. Danzo's the wettest you've ever seen.
It must have been one of the happiest moments of Naruto, I must say. Everyone cheered when that happened.
And it's actually only talked about Dragon Ball and Naruto, but any other character from any other animes.
I'm not gonna lie, none come to mind because I feel like most other ones are too short, so everyone gets what they need to get out. You know, so I won't say any other ones goes.
Yeah, I think that was a decent answer, a decent couple answers. But I think, what do you guys think out of the people we mentioned? Who do you think the most underrated character is?
Piccolo.
I'd say Piccolo.
Yeah, definitely agree with that. All of those, Piccolo had definitely the most potential in out of all of those as well. That got unused.
Yeah.
And if that would have been fulfilled, then I feel like his ratings would have been actually recognized, but it's not. So it is what it is.
I feel you, man. But let's move on to the next one. Who do you think is the greatest female anime character?
Hands down.
If I hear Sakura, I'm gonna start running up.
No, hell no. Hands down, Akame.
Akame,
yeah. Akame is.
What anime is that from?
Akame ga Kill.
Hands down, she's gangster. I'm sorry, there's more powerful ones than her, but greatest female characters. 100% gonna be Akame.
You know what's mad? You know what it's like? It's like a harder question to answer because most times, the way anime is now, it's a lot more fan service. So even if there is a great character, it's almost like the creator or whoever's writing the anime, it's like they're just deliberately sabotaging them for the views.
Exactly.
Like, I can't think of one straight off my head, but you see that a lot in anime nowadays. It's just a lot of fan service.
It's true. It's
like, how do you want me to take them seriously if they do some madness one episode, next episode they're half naked? It's like I don't get it.
Yeah, I was gonna say that about Seven Deadly Sins. Like, even though they have good characters in Diane and Elizabeth, like I think
she's not a great character to me. She's like Sakura.
No, yeah.
She's pointless, man. She gets plot.
Nah,
She's plot. Completely plot.
She's not even plot. She's not even plot. Both of them are there for the viewers to see, and fucking 12-year-olds watching the anime to fucking jerk off, you know, and fucking get excited over that. That's what she's there for.
I feel like there's not much to be said on that situation, to be honest. The greatest female character is not much to be said on that one.
Yeah, because most times I feel like just ruined the character anyway.
Yeah. I feel like it's because of the creator, man. They're just horny Japanese people, man. That's all it is.
And god damn it, the humor is just so terrible, man. Like, look at Sakura, she's constantly assaulting Naruto. Like, my guy can't turn around and spark her in the jaw. Like, stupid bitch, man. Let me just say something about Sakura before we finish this question.
Fuck Sakura.
She's the useless character I've ever seen in my whole life. This bitch, the best thing she did in the whole of part 1 is get a fucking haircut. Stupid pink twat, man. She didn't do anything. She never weaved one sign in the whole... Literally, one time she ever weaved it when she did summoning jutsu. Stupid, dumb bitch, man. Waste of airtime. So Rocky didn't get time because of you. Rocky never got time because of you. Wet bitch.
Oh no.
Ever catch a roller spark in her mouth? Stupid.
Set, no love.
Useless.
Set.
Fuck Sakura. Fuck Sakura.
Waste screen time for no reason.
Before we get heated even more, let's go into who's the strongest character. I'm gonna have to hands down again. What's his name? Zeno.
Yeah. Zeno, apparently. I think I disagree with that. I can't lie. I think it's One Punch Man.
Yeah, I think that's who he does. Like that is so. That's such a cop-out answer, you know.
Yeah, it's a bit of a controversial answer.
How is that controversial?
Because you could say
he can't withstand Hakai. So how is he gonna defeat someone that can literally?
Nah, do you know what? Do you know what? There's a counter to One Punch. You know?
There is.
Look at Meliodas from Seven Deadly Sins. If my guy busts out his sword and does full counter, he's won the fight.
No, he can't do it on One Punch Man because One Punch Man is physical attack.
Yeah.
Can you say again, Rick?
He can't do it on One Punch Man because One Punch Man is physical attack. But if it was his brother, is it Esdef? Not Esdef. What's his name? Not Esterosa. It's Esterosa. Esterosa.
I think that's one of his. I think that's one of his brothers.
Yeah, the one with the white hair. If it was him that did the full counter, then 100% would have been a punch back to him. He'd lose. He'd 100% lose.
I think the easiest answer is Goku, but you know.
But you can't say that because in his universe, you got Whis that's stronger than him. You got loads of people that's stronger than him. So it's like.
True say. Is Whis the strongest anime character?
No, Whis is not. Remember, Whis' father's stronger. Remember, the Grand Priest.
Yeah, the Grand Priest is even there.
So then, if it's not Whis, this is one hard. It's one hard.
That's why I said
There's
Zeno.
so many different anime, different concepts. You have to all different rule sets. You have to abide by.
Exactly. But that's why I said
very different universe.
The guy can erase universes. What beats that?
Wait, say again. Who did you say, Rick?
Zeno.
Is that from Jujutsu Kaisen?
No, that's from Dragon Ball.
From Dragon Ball. Zeno.
The little short midget that's always happy.
Oh, the two of them. God of War. Them lot. The little midgets.
Yeah.
That's it. That like Goku and that. And they're watching Goku fight in the tournament.
The one that can
But then, I don't know.
We don't know anything about Zeno. I can't like.
I know about Zeno, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I feel that's a cop-out answer as well to say Zeno.
Right. When you're saying strength, are you talking about fighting wise or all in all? Because if you're talking about powerful,
I'm not just. I'm thinking fighting ability, smart.
Alright, so Zeno's out.
We could say
them two look flipping. They just look dumb. Both of them. Both the little Zeno use.
They do.
They actually look retarded.
But everyone's scared of them, so.
Yeah, because
I was gonna say
they'll just make you disappear.
I'm gonna say Grand Priest then. I'm gonna have to say Grand Priest.
I want to say that Gon from Hunter x Hunter, with the fact that Nen is a special ability and like a special power system in the universe where you could really do anything, make any sort of what are they called? They have these like bonds or something like on their heart.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, the resolve. I think that's what they say. So if you have a strong enough resolve if you can think of like something that would give you a strong enough resolve to even defeat Xeno, you know, I don't think that's completely out of the question.
I'm not gonna lie though, the strongest person we saw couldn't even beat Goku.
That's true. That's true. Hunter x Hunter is a bit incomplete in its story.
Yeah, exactly. The strongest person. Who was it? It was the Beetle thing, innit? That green.
Yeah.
He was the strongest guy.
Yeah,
I can't even see him beating Goku, if I'm being real.
I can't like Gon in his empowered state at the end of the anime might have defeated him.
Nah, you know they said he's as strong as the Beetle guy in his most powerful state. He said he's on par with the Beetle guy.
Oh, is it?
So he was stronger than the Grandmaster.
Yeah, okay.
So in that case, I feel like he put up a battle against Naruto.
Yeah.
He put up a good fight against Naruto, a really good fight. But I still feel like Goku, One Punch Man, them man there trumps everything.
Yeah.
Bro, I think if you put any of these guys in Naruto, talk no jutsu right then the fight's over.
But this is what I'm saying though. This is what I'm saying though. How can you say that?
No, Soma's actually right.
No, wait, let me
because that's tactical right there. Let me talk.
Do you reckon, yeah, if you put a gun into Naruto's world and you shoot someone, they will get damage from it?
Oh yeah, sure, definitely.
But then people from Dragon Ball Universe, you shoot them, even when they get hit, it doesn't affect them.
Wait a minute, but remember in the Broly film, no, not the Broly film, Resurrection F. Goku got
shot and it grazed his arm. It hit his arm. It didn't hit his arm. It bounced off his skin basically. It literally bounced off his skin.
Wait, hold that thought. 1 second. 1 second.
It literally bounced off his skin.
At the same time, they did have in Dragon Ball Super. They had that, you know.
And you gotta remember.
They had that special gun that they used against Black, no? Goku Black.
Yeah. So you're talking about a thingy gun.
Yeah, no, that was a special like bit of technology.
Yeah, you're talking about a thingy gun, the ray gun. That's a ray gun. That's
the ray gun, yeah.
Yeah, that's more powerful than a normal gun. I'm talking about a normal gun.
Oh, normal, okay, a Glock or something.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe not, but
you reckon that would damage Naruto and that?
Say again? You reckon that would damage you?
Yeah, let's say they stood there and said shoot me. And then it hit them. You reckon that would go into their skin and damage them?
In Naruto or Dragon Ball?
In Naruto.
You know what? I think Naruto with his cloak on, no. I don't think it would go...
Not with his cloak on.
Well, base Naruto and base Goku.
Yeah.
Then Naruto will get shot in his head. He'll get wasted right there and then.
Wasted.
Oh my god.
Like GTA, wasted.
Now that's what I'm saying. Now put it into that sense, yeah. Goku fought someone like Naruto when he was a kid. The guy that dashed Sharingans, and he had fun with him. As he was a kid, he had fun with him. He played with the guy. Like he literally chased him around, and also the guy that tried to call jutsu, and he wrapped around with him. So it's one of the ones where it's like, what is anyone from the what? Like even if you put him under a genjutsu, the most you could do is probably try to chop off his head or anything. But we've already seen that blades and stuff don't hurt him.
You know, I feel like this question is one impossible question to answer because it's like you wonder how they make games like flipping Jump Force and shit like this because most of these concepts, they got chakra and kai, you got fucking energy and all this nonsense.
Exactly.
But how does it work in different worlds?
No, the games are a very special case though, because where else, you know, even in the Dragon Ball games or Naruto games, you have options of going with like Videl or Hercules, whatever his name was, against Goku and winning the fight. So
exactly, it's just games, isn't it? It's just games.
That's games, but I'm thinking like in an anime, if Goku rocked up in Naruto, got put in a genjutsu, he's getting put in a spliff. Like he's getting squashed.
Well, let's see how genjutsu works. Genjutsu works by attacking one of the 5 senses, taking control of the chakra flow. Now,
would you have to have chakra?
That's what I'm saying.
This, I think we should move on from this question. Yeah, this question is increasingly more difficult to answer.
We might have to just end it there still.
You know, I think that was a good debate. You know, I think. What we on now?
That was the last
53 minutes. Almost an hour in. I think it's been a good episode.
Yeah,
Thanks for having me, guys.
We should thank Mr. Kacper over here for coming on.
Kacper.
He's been great. We'd like to have him back on again.
100%.
Great opinions on that.
It's been a pleasure, I must say. I love what you guys are doing with the podcast. I'm gonna keep supporting. I'm gonna keep tuning in if you guys don't mind me having here. You know, I can be here. You know, maybe for a part 2. I would love to.
Yeah, definitely. We want you back on. But let's ask Mr. Kacper. What's the how much likes are you trying to get on this video?
How many likes? Oh man, you already know I'm promoting the shit out of this. Can't lie. This is going to.
So, definitely. Share it. Obviously, you have to share it.
I'm gonna have to put Fuad in the spliff. His last video, he asked for 25 likes. Yeah. He didn't get it. I'm asking for 25 likes.
We'll see if we get it.
We'll see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's about
people.
Fuadin Aladdin.
Call me Dean. I'm calling you out. You're getting put in the
spliff. He just called you out. Kacper just called you out. You gotta beef him next time, man.
Furthermore, just want to say thanks for the last 2 episodes getting 100 views. We're chuffed with that, even though we've only got 13 subscribers. But you know, if you're gonna watch it, guys, please subscribe, leave a comment, we'll see what you think. The more engagement we get, the higher will come up in the searches and recommended. So, guys, come on now, show the love. We need to at least try and get 100 subscribers at some point. We want to do some skits in the future as well. More podcasts weekly, obviously. We want to be consistent, but I want you guys to show the love so we can keep doing this. Yeah,
where there's news, there's a story. So
you will see us. Where there's news, there will be comments. That's why there is a club.
That's a good one.
All right, guys. We'll catch you there, guys. Bye.